Areas of some plane shapes and volumes of some solid shapes, like some prisms among the solid shapes. Now, these are all prisms and they are solid shapes. These are plane shapes. Area of triangle, we have 1/2 multiplied by base times height. That's the formula for area of triangle. Area of a circle, we have pi r square, where our pi is given as 22/7 and our r means radius. Area of a square can be length multiplied by length, that is length times length, and in some other narrative it can also be length and breadth, which is length times breadth. Now, area of a rectangle is length times breadth. We are just displaying this video to know the similarities between plane shapes and solid shapes, and perhaps to know how you can get volume of some prism. Now, for example, this is a triangular prism. How do you get the volume of it? Volume of all prism is usually base area times height, or the cross-sectional area times height. Base area is the same thing as cross-section. This is the cross-section here. It is triangle, or the base area. So just say half times base times height, since it is a triangle, the cross-section, then multiply by this longer height, the longer side here, this height, multiply by height. Now, a cylinder, you can see it has circular surface. Then from the area of a circle, pi r square, then the longer height here times height. So this is the volume of a cylinder. Formula for volume of a cylinder: pi r square times height. And volume of a cubeboard, now it has a rectangular surface, the cross section. So just say length times breadth. You can see area of a rectangle, length times breadth. So if it is volume of a cubeboard, just say length times breadth times height. The cross section is rectangle, so length times breadth. Length times breadth times this height. The length here times this breadth here times this height. So volume of a cuboid. The cross section, length times breadth, then times height. Then volume of a cube. We have length here, we have length here, we have length here. So the cross section is a square. Length times length times the other lengths, since all the sides of a cube are equal. So volume of a cube is length times length times length.